What is going on, all my legends, fellow Smoke Joestar fans? I'm back with another Apex video. This time I want to do something a little bit different, a little bit of a match analysis and tips video, kinda, because I know there's a lot of new players this season, a whole bunch of changes, so just want to help y'all get through it if I can. But I'm gonna go ahead and just ask you to like, subscribe, share the video out if you know somebody that can use it. And right off the bat, what my team is doing, we all land the same building. I think that's probably the optimal way to go about it. You know, you don't want to be too far from your teammates, but you also don't want to be bunched up together so where nobody can loot. But we all ended up in the same area, and right here I got caught out. This is really good, so I can just retreat back to my team, because their full team, the enemy full team, was right in that building and I was up there alone. So not only would my team had to have get some type of verticality, but if I went down, it would have been a 2v3, and I don't want to leave them in a situation like that. But just on the topic of jumping, like when you jump, if somebody pings a place, everybody just separate. You know, you'll usually be in a little bit more control that way, and it's not dependent solely on the jump master. So if you know you can get there faster, or you know, if you don't trust the random that you're playing with, then just break off, do your own thing. Make sure you land with the group. You know, don't go to a whole nother POI, but you know, just stay close, don't cluster. In this fight here, me and my teammate both push Gibby, trying to get some of that team fire going on. Like, enemies die way quicker when they're focused. So if you can, you know, try to find the positioning. I caught me a Ash in here trying to rat up, heal. Go ahead and sit her down real quick. Ignore my aim. I was still playing on Xbox controller. I know last video I said I was going to use the dual shot or the dual sense, but you know, I don't back away from a challenge. Gibby rushes us again. Just perfect example of what I was talking about earlier. You know, just sticking with your team, because the Ash got caught out by herself. Nothing she could really do there except die. Then the Gibby tried to follow up. Don't trickle into fights is the main thing. If you can communicate with your team, or if you're playing with people you know, everybody needs to commit to pushing the fight or keeping their distance. Like, you don't want to have one person push a fight, go down, then another person goes in to try to get them up or get their banner, then they go down, then it's just you in a 1v3 with enemies that have numbers and distance. You never want to be caught in that situation. It's always bad. Always bad. So I was going to cut this part out, but I'll leave it in because it's a good time for me to explain what I think is the optimal way to loot, and that's really, you know, just refreshing what you need. Like, you shouldn't be making life decisions at a loot box or a bin or in an area, right? So if you just get out of a fight, you know, heal up, get you some more ammo, you know, take the items you need if you need upgrades, but don't be like, should I take the Nemesis or the Flatline? But I really like the alternator I have. No. Have a game plan, stick to the game plan, and then move on. Like, you don't linger around your areas. And I get a scan here. 3 hostiles. We've all committed. Like, I was playing with randoms, and we were all communicating. Like, so we all commit to the push. The Valk's trying to flank around. Pathfinder's trying to flank. I'm over here applying pressure, just poking with the 301 and the Nemesis. Nemesis is so good, bro. I know it's gonna get nerfed, but I don't care. I'm playing with it until it does, and even after it does. Love that gun. So we get a knock, I think, pretty soon here. I don't remember. This was a game from like 2-3 days ago. But I know we get a knock and then just collapse on somebody. That's what I'm trying to highlight. But like, now I'm healing, like there's nobody pushing me, everybody's scattered, so I take the time to pop 1 shield cell. I'm not going for a full heal, just enough to survive if I do get pushed. The Valk goes down, but she took lifeline with her. Mirage comes around, get flooded, idiot. And I am incredibly low, but look what I do. Go around the corner, shield up. I didn't have any bats, so I'm trying to shield up just so I can get back in the fight and save my Pathfinder if I can, or if he needs to be. Ignore the aim. I'm pushing in slowly but surely. I know Mirage is giving out info, so I'm just gonna deter him from that with a thermite. Go ahead and cook him up one time. Shout out Lil B. Everybody else is down. Like I go for a risky res here because I have no health. So if that Wraith decides she wants to push us, we both dead. Don't do those. And we won the fight, it would seem. I swore somebody was still up. Are they coming around the corner? I'm gonna let the clip roll a little bit more, but I swore that Wraith was still alive. All right, I guess not, but either way it goes, just again, going to the bin, getting what I needed. I didn't have any big heals, so I picked up a med kit, recoup my ammo, and now I'm just making sure that there's nobody else is gonna push us. Rings coming in. And again, I can't stress this enough. It might just be a pet peeve of mine, but like, slow looting will lose you way more fights than being a bad shot will, because if you don't have a concrete game plan, everybody's got their favorite weapons, right? Their favorite loadouts they want to use, and I get it, but if you can't find it, you have to pick up what's close and use that. So I would always encourage everybody to kind of be a jack of all trades when it comes to weapons. Like, have your specialty, sure, have your preferred loadout, but don't get hard locked into that, because if you can't find it, then one or two things is going to happen. You're either going to spend all game looking for it, or you're just going to be ass out and you'll lose damn near every fight that you come across. So just, go to hit the range, try out a couple of different weapons, just to be prepared. I won't say you have to master every single weapon, but at least get a feel for every weapon, Jump cut to us going through the zoo, looking at all the cool animals. If you play a recon legend, like, Bloodhound, Valk, anybody that can scan these beacons, hit the beacons. Like, it's good info, tells you where everybody is on the map, like at the time of flashes. So it's not like an advanced UAV, it's not gonna track them for you, but it's a really good way to know whether you're pushing into or actually running away from enemies that you didn't see. I sometimes I see like Valks, like they'll go up, get high ground, and there'll be a beacon right next to them and they just don't hit it. And I'm like, well, you can see the enemies that are out there, but we can't. Like, it's a team play thing, It pings everybody's maps. They can see where they got scanned from, but I mean, at that point, what the hell are they gonna do? Run into the fight? Yes, they will. They will run into the fight every time. I don't know what it is, but people just have this thing like, hey, that's where I got scanned from, or that's where I got pinged at. I'm gonna push head up into that area. But just hit your beacons, man. You could hit them once every ring. So like, if you do hit one and you get ring again, you could hit it again immediately after the ring closes. Just always constant info if you have a recon legend. Friends, we have time traveled again. Back to another fight here. I'm just putting some poke down. These are the types of fights that like I just feel like people need the most help in. It's an incredibly long range fight, right? Our backs are to the ring, but we're playing it really patient. All you need in these scenarios really is one knock, because that basically takes two people out of the game, somebody to go pick them up, and then the other person to kind of apply pressure, and then you move in that direction. Our Pathfinder is kind of far out there, but he's got a wingman, so nothing you can really do when face to face with a wingman except lose. But everybody's taking their time, again, just using the door for cover, playing window, healing up, because there's no active pressure going on, just a poke battle. Got 169 rounds in a 301 and a Nemesis. I don't care. There's no reason to push this. I do take some damage, but again, not panicking because I have cover and we have two ways out. We have a Valk and a Pathfinder, so we can fly out, we can zip line out, we can rotate if we need to. There's no reason for me to get super aggro and push this team that has the advantage. But we try to make our move around here to swing because we don't want to play ring if we don't have to. And there's a way around the mountain. But we go here, again, because we don't want to get chased when we have to move against the ring. But we go here, again, just starting to poke more. They're sniping. We're poking. Where's Valk? Valk, there she is. That's who I was looking for. I was hoping she was up with us so she could put missiles on, but she never came. She came too late. Pathfinder's healing up. Again, cannot stress this enough. If you have the time to heal, heal, please. Like, this is a long range fight, except for this idiot right here. It's a long range fight. There's no reason to push, but we get tired of waiting and we're all just like, you know what, let's go. Sliding down, healing. Heal while moving. Do not get somewhere and stand still and heal. You could still move, take advantage of that. I crack the Mirage. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, they have to take time to heal that up. I'm going to push in, start this fight. Gets me some cooks. Shout out to Base God again. Nemesis doing work, doing what it does. I crack somebody else. I crack Watson. And now they have to either chase me and finish me off or go after my team. I believe I get caught out in this game. I'm pretty sure I do, just because I took too long to rotate. Our Pathfinder leaves. Also, don't do that shit, man. Like, if you can get picked up, just wait it out. Like, 2 of us were alive. Nobody's trapped in ring yet. We could have got him. We absolutely could have got him. But yeah, I remember this now. Like, so I basically like knock the Watson and then the team turns and fires on me and I die. Or I knock Mirage, sorry. Like, the team turns and fires on me, so I die. Could have played it better, should have waited. But, you know, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, they're obviously running. They're not going to turn around for him, and they turned around for him. Don't make those assumptions, because you never know how friendly these other teams are, whether or not they're stacked or not. But that's essentially where the game ends. Like, after this one, the Valk puts up a valiant effort here, but she doesn't heal her shields, and she gets pushed, and we take that second place home because another squad died, so you got knocked. But we take the second place. Just always be mindful. Always be mindful of where your team is, how many heals you have. I'll have another video actually just going through that match and some of the decisions I made and just a couple more tips as well. But appreciate y'all guys. Again, share the video out if you find somebody that could use the tips. If you like the content, man, I appreciate all y'all. We're 8 away from 400. That's another benchmark for me. So go crazy, hit that for me. We can do it. And we dance on. Peace out, guys.